Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has made it clear that she will not stay for President Obama's second term. So everyone in politics is asking the same question. What happens at the end of that second term in 2016?
Every Democrat I know says, God, I hope she runs. We don't need a primary. Let's just go to post with this thing. We don't want to fight with anybody over anything.
If their competitor in 16 is going to be Hillary Clinton, supported by Bill Clinton and presumably a still relatively popular President Barack Obama, trying to win that will be truly the Super Bowl. And the Republican Party today is incapable of competing at that level.
With us now, Republican strategist Frank Luntz, a CBS News political analyst, New York Times Washington correspondent Jodi Kantor. Welcome. Well, you wrote a piece in the New York Times, and everybody's been talking about this since. It seems to me that she wants to rest, first of all. I mean, she's had 4 tough years, of which her reputation has gone up. And secondly, it seems to me that when she faces this decision, it's going to be history. The first woman to have a chance to run for president and of a major party, the nominee. And so the decision becomes inevitable. What's wrong with that idea? What could go wrong in this?
Well, as we know, everything can go wrong in politics. And the last time she was the presumed presidential frontrunner in 2008, things did not go very well for her. You know, one challenge she has now is that when you're deciding whether to run for president, the rest of your life is in a kind of limbo, right? Her former aides, her current aides say that she wants to come back to New York, she wants to rest, she wants to write a book, she wants to work on behalf of women and girls. But the way that you do all of those things can change depending on whether you want to leave the door open to a run to not. So she can try to make these smaller decisions, but in a sense, the rest of her life is contingent on the big one. Is she going to do it or not in 2016?
So, Jodi, you are known for your very thorough reporting, and I know you spoke with more than 24 former and current aides. Do they think she wants to run?
They are basically divided into 2 camps. There are the ones who really think that she doesn't want to do it, that she has just had enough, she's given enough, she is ready for the next generation to step forward. Then there are the aides who say that she is keeping her options open, that she hasn't made a decision yet, but even they emphasize to be very cautious about what you hear on TV. There are all sorts of people professing with all sorts of confidence that she is absolutely going to run. They say do not believe that. She is extremely aware of the downsides of this, and she may not be ready for it.
Well, in presidential campaigns, it's always the expectation game, and so her expectations are so high. I remember Mark Penn saying to a client, and I was there, well, I'll see you after the election when it's President Clinton, and of course it wasn't. First thing she's got to do is find a new team. The people who led her campaign in 2008 should not be the ones if she decides in 2016, because they didn't get it. They didn't understand it. And second is that she's got an opportunity now to really fix those challenges that made her such a popular, powerful person among Democrats, but so polarizing. I do think she'd be the front runner. I think Joe Biden will run as well. And so you're going to have 2 different generations at each other. And it'll be an interesting contrast if Jeb Bush decides that he wants to run yet again. We could have a Clinton-Bush contest.
Yeah, nobody knows, but my impression is at a time like this, when a woman who has had such a rich and varied life in so many important positions, when history comes calling, you can't say no.
Well, also, when everybody you meet abroad, at home, every day tells you that you are truly the best person to be the next president of the United States, which is what a lot of people are telling her. That is hard to resist. Here's one fun tea leaf to read, which is that I do hear that President Bill Clinton is very eager for her to run, that he sits there on his plane and he games out the scenario for what a run may look like. So if everybody, including your husband, is telling you to do it, that's hard to resist.
For the same reason, one, he believes in her, but also history. Look what history would be, first husband and wife to be president.
Exactly. And you mentioned about what the world, what they're telling Hillary Clinton. There was this Saban Center forum where there was this tribute of world leaders. I want to play part of that clip to just show you what even world leaders are saying about her. Listen.
As someone who knows a thing or 2 about political comebacks, I can tell you, I don't think we've heard the last of Hillary Clinton.
'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
I just have an instinct that the best is yet to come.
Yeah.
very highly produced video that sort of sets up, if you will, if she wants to run, right?
And also think about how much this benefits her in the short term, right? Even if she decides not to do it 2 years from now, this kind of speculation, it adds to her luster.
Yeah.
I mean, that video just said it all.
Thank you, Jodi. Thank you, Frank.
That's right. Great to see you.